Hey guys, don't know if anyone can see me or hear me. Uh, my internet's been kind of on a cooker ever since I was like getting ready to go live. So I wonder who's gonna show up tonight. I really wish my internet would be more steady. I don't know why it always tends to act up when I'm gonna be doing a live stream.
Alvin,
Hey, Wild Bill,
what's up, buddy?
Wild Billy Goat, the greatest of all time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I didn't know if you were still gonna be like up and around, or if you were going to bed, or what.
Yeah, I was doing some stuff in here, and I sort of kind of lost track of time.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Hey, Trish.
Trash, what's up?
Hmm.
Sorry, greatest of all time, the Wild Billy Goat.
Yeah, baby. But yeah, I just sent you an invite, Trish, just in case you want to come on camera tonight too.
Trash. Coming on camera.
Ooh, Trish is eating an ice cream.
Mm, nice.
Ice cream is good for the blood. I was thinking that. Good for the bones.
Good for the bones, good for the
Yeah.
good for the other stuff.
Yeah. True story.
True story, but only I told it.
Yep. Okay, but you gotta wait till I finish the ice cream. Oh, okay. So it means Trish won't eat ice cream live on camera. That's okay. Uh, so what you been doing today, Wild Bill?
Other than working, not much.
Oh, okay. So what time do you get off work anyway? Do you like work just during the day, or do you get off like early evening, or?
Well, technically, it's supposed to be from 7 to 3, but it's
Oh, okay.
actually like 45 to 3 because we go in and have like a 15-minute meeting
Oh, okay.
before we go out to work.
Oh, okay.
The wild belly goat.
Yeah. Well, Billy Goat been working.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, how you doing today, Trish? Trishy Wishy Wild Woman. Ja, baby. Yeah. Just kicking back and relaxing while I Bill.
Yeah.
Uh, uh. Oh, Trish said good-ish.
Nice.
Well, I guess that's better than being bad-ish. You know? Uh, and yep. Yuppers. Mm. Yeah, it feels like it's been a long day.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess I didn't have really like any particular topics to talk about except for like part of my title tonight. The reason why I said 10 years is actually because this week actually marks 10 years since I started role playing as a chipmunk online. Believe it or
Right.
not, I remember the moment. Actually, the date that I made my first Alvin Chipmunk Facebook account, and that was actually April 13th, 2011.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah, and I remember I did that when I was still like living at home with my parents. This is back when my mom and dad were still alive and everything.
Nice.
But yeah, I still have like fond memories of like 2011 and but yeah, 2011 like was a huge year for me. Like I guess as like a personal growth thing. I mean, that's when I started making like a lot of like online friends. So, which is kind of crazy because it was just like like 6 or 7 years later when I found Trish's channel on YouTube, and then I guess the rest is history. Once I became a tripster for the first time
Yeah.
in 2017, where actually, well, I discovered Trish's channel in 2017, but I didn't even know the word tripster or anything like that back then. I mean, or except maybe Trish mentioned it in a few of her videos or something, but this is before she started live streaming. And then it wasn't until she started actually live streaming that I guess I became a tripster, and which is ironically and coincidentally in April of 2018. So, which still the month of April, which I think is kind of cool, interesting.
Cool. The truth is, and it's sad to say, but
Yeah.
I can't remember when I started YouTube.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
I guess if I go back on my channel,
Hmm.
on my Wild Bill channel, and go to maybe to the very first video. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I had my channel a little bit up before then,
Hmm.
because all I did was watch videos. So I just watched videos for a while, and then I actually started making videos. I was doing like unboxings and reviews and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, and then I
Hmm.
quit doing. I never really quit doing it. It takes so much for me to, because I work so much and everything. Like, I mean, I got 2 podcasts and and all that stuff, and then a live stream, and to be honest
Yeah.
with you, boxing stuff just kind of got uh, the just kind of got boring after a while, I guess. But
Oh, I sent the invite to two places, Trish. I sent it in the Tripsters group, and I also sent you one privately to your Gmail or through Gmail.
yeah, Gmail, baby.
Yeah, baby. But yeah, if you want me to, I could send it to you on Skype as well. I mean, unless you're able to easily get to like either one of those places, your Gmail or the Tripsters group.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Mm.
I sit back sometimes. I think about if I hadn't you know been
How,
looking for stuff on YouTube and stuff, what would if I would have ever really met you guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I just don't know if I would have randomly went into a live stream one day. You know.
oh, yeah.
Um, but I guess because I had kept up with Trish and watched her videos and stuff, and then when she said she was going live stream, I don't think I ever joined like the first few streams she done. I think I did one night, and then after that, it just sort of kind of I started joining, there kind of here and there, and then I think I started joining like full time. But I swear to man, it seems like to me that it's been longer than that. But maybe it hasn't. I guess it just seems like so much time has.
Yeah.
But I think back then that was because maybe she was streaming just about every day of the week, just
Yeah.
about.
Or that's the thing. There actually was a time when Trish actually streamed every single day. She even had that. She even had that on her banner on her YouTube channel that she streams daily,
Yeah,
which I thought was, which I know she's kind of had to. work out a different schedule over time to
Yeah.
meet her like internet needs and everything else that was going on in her life. But it is kind of interesting looking back that there was a time that Trish streamed daily, and now it's more like every other day. Although even in Trish's defense, since most of us kind of stream on our own days now, like you do and I do, and then Robert sometimes. Uh, Technically, Trish still kind of streams daily. She's just popping up in everybody else's streams.
I'm sure.
Yeah, it's kind of. Uh,
Sometimes that's a good thing, though, in a way,
what popping up in some other people's streams?
because that allows you to be able to leave anytime you want. Where you're having your own stream, then you got to just kind of like, look, everybody, I got to go and all this stuff and make a big explanation.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
well,
yeah,
just you say, hey, look,
yeah,
I'm going to bed. Bye.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think Trish had actually had to leave before like early because she had to go to the store or something, or she had to
Yep.
help out Jen or somebody or one of her neighbors or something. That she literally had to, she literally did offer for us to take over the stream and she'll be right back. But
That one night we hijacked their stream.
yeah, yeah, that was funny when we did that. Okay,
Yep.
okay. There we go. But yeah, welcome, wild woman.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Alan,
What?
we're both on top.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, baby.
Okay, I did not go to Rabbit's house today.
Oh, wait, I thought that was part of the plan.
Well, it was, but weather sometimes interferes,
Yeah.
which is still okay.
Did it rain?
This is going to sound so stupid. It looked like it was going to rain all day long.
Never rained a drop.
So wait, did it not rain a drop?
See,
You're
my
like-
plan is the next time I go up there to get up on the roof. And I thought, okay, the last time it looked like this, and I went and got on the roof, was the first time I was ever on his roof. And right in the middle of what I was doing, there came a big downpour. Not taking that chance again. No, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just stayed home today, which means I did not hurt myself at Rabbit's house today.
Yeah. Well, if you think that's something, I mean, I feel like you have the same mentality as like my mom used to have, or even or my sister Amy, because they're always like, oh, with my luck, it's gonna rain as the minute I get out, like that, because that's actually happened before. Because my mom and even Amy like feel that way. They're always very pessimistic compared to optimistic. Like they always think that anything bad that could happen is going to happen.
Well, no, I'm normally a fairly optimistic person.
Yeah.
But sometimes experience teaches you, okay, sometimes it's better just to not do that just in case.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I was wondering if you consider yourself pessimistic or optimistic.
Optimistic.
Okay, so you still believe? I mean, where you said that you kind of believe everything happens for a reason.
Oh yeah.
So I guess you believe I mean, there's no way that everything bad's gonna happen. There's got to be some good in there somewhere. You just got to find it.
Oh yeah.
So
here's the thing. Note how I said it. I didn't hurt myself at Rabbit's house today.
yeah. Oh, so wait, so I guess that's a good thing, right?
Depends on how you look at it.
Okay. I don't know. You saying that it's like, well, that's one of the good things about me not going to Rabbit Town.
No. At
Or is
Rabbit's
it some?
I didn't hurt myself at Rabbit's house.
Okay.
Up at home.
Oh, did you hurt yourself at your own apartment today then? What did you do? Like, hurt yourself doing laundry? Well, actually, you did laundry yesterday. Okay. I was gonna say hurt yourself doing laundry.
No, I hurt myself with this.
Dad. Ooh. How did you hurt yourself? Like, what did you do? Like,
Okay, I've got this habit where I carry it in my pocket all the time. I've got that and a pocket knife. So if I need to
yeah,
open something and I can't just get it open with my hands, I'll just reach down my pocket and grab that and flip it open and open whatever I'm opening.
yeah,
You know how they
yeah.
say don't cut towards yourself?
Oh yeah,
Because you'll accidentally cut yourself not meaning to. I was
yeah.
cutting away from myself. Swear to God, I was cutting away from myself. I managed to slice my finger open with the tip of that.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was similar to what I said.
Wait, did you cuss in the process? Like, was you like, oh shit, motherfucker?
I'm sure there was a couple of words that came out.
Yeah.
Me and Rabbit was watching a movie, and we had paused it so we could do something, and I ran and grabbed this little bag of candy I had, and I went, hang on just a minute. Pulled that out of my pocket and I flipped it open, and I went, ah. I actually dropped the bag of candy into the floor and the pool onto the pool table. I'm like, son of a... And Bub was clapping because I dropped the bag of candy. He didn't realize I had sliced my finger.
Ouch. So what do you think of that, Wild Billy Goat?
I've seen crazier shit happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is crazy though. Like, that's crazy how detailed you are just telling that story.
Oh yeah. Now it's ironic because it was just the other day that Elsa said, "Be careful with that thing. It's sharp, woman."
Yeah. That sucks. Elsa's not here tonight. She would love to. Like, well, actually, I don't know if she would love to.
Yeah, I told you to be careful.
Yeah,
I've had that thing for a year. That's the first time I've ever cut myself with it that I remember.
Wow.
Sounds like something I've done.
Yeah. Guess next time I'll just get the scissors to open a bag of candy.
Yeah.
That's right. All us fellas use the fucking scissors.
Yeah. Which is actually ironic. I think I actually did a stream one time with a pair of scissors because I actually got one right here on my table, and I was just like fiddling around with them live on camera, and I think Elsa said something like why are you playing with scissors, young man? You need to put those down. Like, she was like talking to me like I was like a little kid or something playing with scissors because I was just doing this. I think I was like in one of your streams, Trish, or something. This was like a year or two ago, but I still remember that. And I just like,
maybe it's better if you listen to Elsa.
yeah, man, Elsa, she's wise, pretty wise, wise Frozen girl. Yeah.
Either that or she just jinxed me.
Yeah, thank you, Elsa.
Yeah, it's all her fault. Oh,
Just
but the good thing about it is, this is the finger I hurt.
yeah.
Look what I did.
Oh my God.
You defer to people and be like, see my finger?
Yeah. Wait, I guess it gives you an excuse to flip off people when they want to
Yes,
like, and they can't get mad. They can't get mad at you. Like, it's like what I did to my finger.
Hey, check this out. So, our supervisor, we have, brings donuts to work. He gets donuts for everybody, either on Saturday or Sunday, just about every weekend. Some weekends he don't, but most weekends he does. So my buddy, one of the guys working with, got he got a donut, and I was messing with him. I said, "Hey, you like them cream filled donuts, don't you?" He goes, "Yeah, they are." I mean, somebody's like, So anyway, I'm like, so you mean to tell me? So Trish, I'm doing like this right here. I'm like, so you mean to tell me you like this cream filled donuts?
Ooh.
So you like cream filled doughy nuts? So you mean to tell me you like to stick them cream filled doughy nuts in your mouth and bite on them, fills up with all that cream or whatever,
Oh.
and then you have the white powdery sugar on the outside as evidence that you had doughy nuts in your mouth or whatever. And I said, then you take your tongue and you go, like how you said, that is so good or whatever. He looks at me and he's like, you know, you one sick fuck, you know that? And I'm like, no. I said, look, I'm not a sick fuck. I'm a twisted fuck who thinks of sick shit.
Yeah. Sick.
I said, because if I was
Oh yeah.
here, oh my God, it's like,
But damn, yeah.
so, right. So, Alvin, do you like those cream filled doughy nuts?
Oh, wow. What? Are you literally asking me that right now?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I love cream filled donuts. So.
That's right. But it's the way I done it's like this cream filled doughy nuts.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know.
funny. Yeah.
See, I love to mess with people like that, though.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Now they'll never think of donuts the same way again.
Oh no, never.
Never think of donuts the same way again.
That's right.
Uh,
All in their mouth.
yeah, baby. But yeah, that's still hilarious.
Oh my God.
Uh, hmm.
Oh, Alvin, did you check your email today?
Oh yeah, yes I did.
Did you see what it was? Nice.
Oh, oh yeah, yeah. I haven't listened to them yet though, or anything. Like, I guess you recommend that I listen to them. I'll be honest with you. I've heard one. I guess one of the. Well, at least I assume one of the things you sent me because YouTube recommended something to me that said old versus new. So at first I thought you were like literally just sending me like the album or something, but no, like it was something kind of different, I guess.
Oh
What
my
was?
God, Alvin, if you listen to that with headphones on, you've got like well, you got one coming out of one ear and one coming out of the other ear,
Oh,
and they're playing at the same time over top of each other. You can hear just the slightest difference in voice, and
yeah,
sometimes even in the way she carries a note.
yeah.
Oh my God, it's freaking amazing.
You know what's crazy? The video that I watched on YouTube, actually, someone had shared it on Twitter actually, and they said that they basically said that she was doing a duet with her old self or something, or her younger self. And it's like finally she does a full like female collab. And actually gives them a verse because because she's obviously had like females on her songs before, but it's usually as like background vocals or harmonized. But she's never actually had a full on duet with another female, which a lot of fans point out, which I think is crazy. She always has like a male feature, like
Yeah.
for an
Well,
actual duet.
I'm gonna guess, and this is just me guessing,
Yeah.
that there might be a distinct possibility that other artists may be the slightest bit intimidated because she's such a huge artist.
Ooh. So do you think there's some artists out there that or actually not wanting to because they feel like they can't top her. I guess I don't know.
Maybe, but you would think they would want to do it because think of the boost that would be for their career.
True. But yeah, sorry, Wild Bill. I mean, well, basically just talking about Taylor again. I mean, if you hadn't noticed.
If you think about it, if an artist does like Ned Ledoux is going to open for, that's not the same thing, but it's similar. He's going to open for Garth Brooks.
Yeah.
Well, like while Bill was pointing out last night, if Garth was opening for him, people that was there to see Garth would just watch Garth and then probably leave. But the fact that he's opening for Garth, he's exposing himself, no pun intended, to a whole new crowd that may not have got to see him had he not been opening for Garth.
That's actually a good point.
That's how people like Martina McBride got such exposure and ended up being so big because she opened for Garth.
Yeah. Well, yeah. To be honest, I feel like there might be some artists, some upcoming like country artists. I mean, could you see some country artists actually being nervous to let's say do a duet with like Carrie Underwood, because Carrie Underwood has such a a powerful voice.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, but I mean, I know there's been a few female artists who have, well, I guess done a duet with Carrie before, like Miranda Lambert. Miranda Lambert actually did a song with Carrie Underwood, and I assume with the way your facial expression that you actually like that song, that collab.
Yes, and I was so glad that they did a duet together. That's actually two of my favorite country artists right there. Was Carrie Underwood and Miranda Lambert.
Oh yeah.
So when they teamed up, I was like, "Oh hell yeah!"
Oh yeah. And I would say the same thing about Reba, but I mean, because Reba's also another, powerful country artist. Like some people even consider her the queen of country. I mean, well, some people consider Dolly the queen of country, but they also consider Reba the queen of country, and they consider Loretta Lynn the queen of country. So in a way, there's several queens of country, but Reba's definitely one of them. But
they're all legends at this point.
Yeah, which is true. So I mean, because I think I mentioned before, like you should do a cover of a Reba song or something. And he was like, "Oh hell no!" He was like, "Oh hell no!" Or a Carrie Underwood song, and he was like, "Oh hell no!"
Oh hell no! I ain't touching that.
Yeah.
I may burst into song every now and then, but damn, I can't compete with women like that.
Yeah. Yeah, which is actually crazy, but yeah.
I know my limits, thank you.
Yeah, baby.
Well, it was like years ago when Ozzy used to have that Ozfest every year.
Yeah.
And like he would always sign these like kind of upcoming underground unknown bands. And by the time they got done doing Ozfest, they were mainstream bands. People had heard of them, and he made a lot of their careers huge by doing that. And I mean, that's where like sometimes it's a beneficiary for some of the smaller people to open up for these bigger acts and stuff. Like I'll give you an example. Like Eric Church a few years ago when he had that album out, The Chief, he played that Metallica festival, Orion Music and More. And they had like not just like metal bands there, but they had like different genres and stuff like that. And it was a way to kind of give him exposure to a different audience, So I mean, sometimes you gotta broaden your horizons, even if it's not, your thing. Sometimes I think like, and I kind of hate to say this sometimes, like. I think like some artists kind of put themselves in a corner that they can't get out of, and they get, I don't know, like they just don't take chances that they should take because they're afraid of like, well, if I take this chance and people will think of me this way, if I take this chance, sometimes you have to take chances you don't know what audience you might find yourself being a part of. And you know, that's just like I said with Ned Ledoux. I mean, he's opening up for Garth. Now everybody knows that, you know, Garth and Chris Ledoux were like best friends. But you know, not a lot of people's ever heard of Ned Ledoux except for when he was playing drums for his dad for a little while. But and I think he sung or played in the band after his dad died. He continued playing the band called Western Underground, which was the name of Chris Ledoux's band. But you know, I don't think they did any albums or anything. I think they just did shows and stuff. And then, like now I'm saying, now he's out doing his own thing, playing Cheyenne Frontier Days while at, you know, opening for Garth is a good thing. Because I mean, who the fuck hasn't heard of Garth Brooks? I mean, that's
Yeah.
I think you could sit here and ask anybody from any genre of music who Garth Brooks is, and they could tell you. It's kind of like with AC/DC and Metallica. They can tell you who they are because it's just that way. Yeah. And guys, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I heard this the other day, and I was shocked as shit when I heard it. But Metallica and Elton John is actually collaborating together on something, which kind of shocked me.
Damn.
Man, y'all know now. I don't know if you're a Miley Cyrus fan or not, Alvin.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. I actually do kind of. I mean, like Miley, so at least some of her music.
Is doing a Metallica cover album.
Damn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Miley actually has. I don't know if you knew this, Trish. I guess I haven't really told you because I don't know if it's actually a phase or what. But Miley's kind of switched genres. She's not doing pop anymore. She switched to rock. She basically made it sound like that's all she's going to be doing from here on out. I mean, although you never know, maybe she actually will eventually go back to pop, or maybe she'll eventually do a country album. I mean, so
you never know. This day and time, you never know where an artist is going to end up. Now they have different genres of music now. Way back, like when Elvis was alive and an artist, they didn't have any specific genres or charts, or everything was on one. So he may be one of the greatest rock and rollers ever, but a lot of his music's charted on country charts. Okay, now they have different ones, and you've got artists like Taylor, for example, who started country and then went pop.
Yeah.
And now is kind of swinging back towards country.
Yeah.
And you've had Miley Cyrus doing pop and country, and now she's doing rock. You never know where an artist is going to end up.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm curious, Wild Beer, since I know you're probably not like, because I know you don't really like pop music, probably was never a fan of Miley, but would you actually listen to a Miley album if it was all Metallica covers? Or are you curious just how she would do those songs, or if she could do Metallica justice? I guess I don't know.
Here's the thing, and I'm going to say this, and no disrespect to anyone.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of bands out there that can do a Metallica cover and do it justice. Like I don't really ever like. I'll give you for instance, Motorhead done a couple Metallica tracks.
Yeah.
And did them really good and did them justice. Hailstorm. She has done some Metallica covers and actually done a really good job with them. And there's been I think maybe one or two other bands, but not too many people can. But that's just, I guess it's just that you have to have, I guess, to me, you have to have a certain kind of voice, maybe.
Yeah.
And, you take, for instance, Lizzie Hale of Hailstorm. Okay. She did a cover of I Hate Myself for Loving You, right? She sounds just like fucking Joan Jett. If you were to put them two motherfuckers together If you was to put both tracks, I don't know if you could tell them apart.
Damn.
Okay. And then she did a cover of Metallica's Ride the Lightning. For a chick, she killed that fucking song.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just, you know, but she's been doing metal. She's been doing metal for a while now. So it's kind of, you know, you heard that song. Have you heard that song album by Eric Church called what was it? This is Damn Rock and Roll.
Oh yeah.
That was Lizzie Hale that did that with him. Hailstorm.
But yeah, I actually like rock music. Even my sister loves actually classic rock, especially from like the 80s, like 80s classic rock. So, but yeah, I didn't know if you knew this or not, but speaking of Joan Jett, Miley Cyrus actually did a song with Joan Jett on her last album. Like Miley just released an album a few months ago. Actually, it was last November 2020. She released an album called Plastic Hearts, and there's actually a song on the album with Joan Jett. I think she even collabed with a couple of other like rock artists for that album. But yeah, I think Miley can actually pull off that sound because her voice. I don't know, because like I said, like you said, well, like you have to have like a certain voice. And in my opinion, Miley has a pretty raspy voice. So I mean, I feel like it would go great for like the rock sound. But I mean, that's just my opinion. But yeah, it's just I don't know. I did find it interesting because even when Miley was like going rock, I always thought she was always going to be a pop star or something. So that's why I was surprised. Like I want to like Trish, like because I didn't know know you then, but I'm wondering did it shock you, Trish, when Taylor switched from country to pop? Like she was releasing her very first pop album, or did you feel like she was always headed in that direction anyway?
No, I kind of felt like her music was headed in that direction for a while.
Okay, because if you think about it, her music was already kind of mainstream back in like 2010, 2011, or 2012, or I mean even 2008. Believe it or not, I don't know if you knew this, but I think there was actually a pop version of Love Story or something, like the music video, or I mean, where it's the same music video and everything. But I remember MTV, believe it or not, had played Love Story before on MTV, the music video, and I thought that was a country song. So yeah, I guess it does make sense that she seemed like she was always headed in that direction. But
and it won't surprise me if
yeah,
he ends up back in country.
yeah,
Just from the boost that she will get from the re-releasing.
yeah,
Because those are the albums that were that made her a huge star, and
true.
now it's going to be exposed to a whole new generation, which I'm pretty sure that the generation already knows about her. But still, you see where I'm going.
Yeah.
So it won't surprise me if she ends up back in country music and back on country charts.
Yeah.
Because some of the stuff like on this new old album,
Yeah.
that wasn't released previously, the 6 new tracks.
Yeah.
Some of that stuff is the countryest stuff I've ever heard her sing.
Yeah.
And I just keep thinking, why the hell? What is wrong with that company that they didn't let her release this?
Oh, you're talking about the songs that was that
album.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about like also the voice tracks, like
The bonus tracks.
Yeah, I still can't believe that. Like, that's the reason why I was thinking maybe Taylor's old record label or Scott Bichetta, like someone in that camp was wanting Taylor to go like more mainstream. Or well, the thing is Taylor said in a letter or an open letter or something about her releasing or doing her re-recordings and everything. She mentioned how some songs didn't make the original cut because apparently her label thought, oh, you don't want to have too many sad songs on your album. You don't want to have too many breakup songs on your album. Like, that's basically like.
Dude, her whole career, and Wild Bill don't even like her, and he will agree with this. Her whole freaking career was built on breakup songs.
Yeah. It's like, how is that even a thing? Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, this may sound crazy considering how often, because I'll be honest with you, like, say, like, real world topics, like, or relatable topics. Almost everybody on this freaking planet, I mean, as long as you're, like, at a certain age or something, you probably dealt with heartbreak at least one time in your life, or gone through a breakup. Yeah. Like, so in my honest opinion, I wouldn't mind if Taylor released an album and all it was breakup songs. Not even one love song. Not even one straight love song, just all breakup songs. I still would be like, this is the most relatable shit.
Okay.
Like, I mean, well, that's just.
Here's the thing. As far as being relatable to real world, and like you were saying, real world subjects, yeah. Even the 11-year-old next door has had her little heart broke by some boy, okay?
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
An 11-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, where if you really think about it, I got my heart broke probably for the first time. I mean, it's not really something I really consider like a real relationship or anything because I'm still pretty much a kid. But even I consider myself getting my heart broken when I was like 10 or 11 because I had a love interest. I had a crush on this girl at school or something.
And she broke your heart.
Yeah, pretty much.
That totally counts.
Yeah, because she kind of like either like I can't remember like exactly what happened, but she like rejected me or didn't want me to, I don't know, come over, or she moved away or something. I don't know. It kind of just broke my heart, whatever how it ended, and I was like, I mean, I was pretty lonely for a while, even though I was only like 10 or 11, and I still was going to school, making new friends and everything, but.
First grade. First grade.
First grade. Wait, you actually got your heart broken in
first time I ever got my heart broke was in first grade. Okay.
And then for me it was like second or third grade.
Okay. Well, Bill.
Probably my because I never really had too many relationships before that.
Yeah.
Okay. None of them were really that serious. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But so you didn't have like a crush and
boys alone, they're nothing but jerks.
Yeah. Oh my God. Right. Well, I guess that's kind of true. Kind of. Yeah.
At least I'll admit it.
Yeah.
In our household.
Crazy. You're just laughing at that, Church. That's funny. But yeah, that's crazy that you're just kind of like, because I had no idea. That. Oh, what's going on?
Free food. Be right back.
Okay. Oh, damn the devil. But yeah, I just find that ridiculous. Like, any artist, in my opinion, should be able to release whatever the hell they want. I feel it's stupid that a record label gets to choose like track listing on an album or something.
Well, that's the contract you sign when you like that.
Yeah. Like, do you think that do you believe that's actually happened to Garth before? Like, his label actually made him release some of the stuff he did when he actually wanted to release something completely different?
I'd probably say the first part of his career, yeah.
Yeah, well, I kind of understand that, maybe the first album, because you're just getting your foot off the ground, I guess, or whatever, just getting your footing and everything. But I feel like once you make a name for yourself, I feel like you should have, I don't know, I guess all the leeway you want, like, because you're a true artist, like, So, I mean, just give the artists the benefit of the doubt that they're going to release something good. But for some reason, record labels think that they know it all. Like they know how to make you a star or something, or make you bigger than you already are or something. I
I'm going to be honest with you.
don't know. Yeah.
Most record labels
Yeah.
are out of touch with the time and
Yeah.
out of touch with what real people want to hear.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest with you, okay?
Okay.
I'm a guy who is now when I say when I listen to multi-genres of music,
Yeah.
pop's not included, rap's not
Okay.
included. But I've listened to everything from heavy metal to country to
Yeah.
bluegrass to gospel. I've even listened to classical music. I've listened to
Yeah.
blues. I listen to what jazz music. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
multi-genre like that. I mean, I
Okay.
find it interesting, and I try to let me tell you something.
Mm.
I try to
Oh, nice.
indulge myself into those things because, like, it's like I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? That's like the Beatles, for instance. I've never been a Beatles fan. They've only
Yeah.
had maybe 3 songs that I ever even cared anything about, right? But
Yeah.
I respect what they've done for music, and to bring that type of music to the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the doors that they open for other artists. I respect that. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
I have to like it.
Hmm.
That's how I see it. Like, you take, for instance, I'm not how do I want to say this? That's like Elton John. Okay. Not a big Elton John fan, but I respect his work for what he's done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean I have to like it, but I respect it. You know, that's the thing. I
Yeah.
try to respect other genres of music. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah.
You know, and my thing with that is, like I said, I just think a lot of music executives today, and have for a long time, not just in Nashville, but in general, have lost touch of the times and what really truly speaks to people. Because I honestly believe that, like, you take, for instance, country music was never meant to be pop. Country music was, and I'll even hate to say this, but country music was never meant to be rock. But because of genres like Southern rock and genres like, kind of alternative rock, or not alternative, but what would you consider Hootie and the Blowfish? Would you consider them alternative? Maybe.
Yeah, because it's not
Anyway,
exactly country, but it's not exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're more, to me, they're more country sounding than they are anything.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like that has opened up doors to a lot of things. I'm not saying it's necessarily a great thing,
Yeah.
but I'll respect an artist who does things. But like, you take, for instance, if pop is if pop country is really what you want to do, okay, and that is your heart and your soul, then I can respect that. Doesn't mean I have to like it. I can respect that. But don't do it because some record label insider tells you should do it, or that's the trend, or that's what sells. Because you take, for instance, like Thomas Rhett. His first album was amazing. I haven't really cared for anything he's done since.
That's actually ironic. That's actually ironic, Wild Bill. I was literally going to ask you if you like Thomas Rhett last night when you mentioned about how you don't like Sam Hunt, you don't like some of these other like pop country artists. So, yeah.
I'm a huge fan of his father's, Brett Akins. I love his music, but it's just like it's almost like okay, they let him do what they wanted to on his first record, maybe, and then they're saying, okay, well now you have to do the record we want you to do. And see, I'm y'all gonna find it interesting when I get the time, and I'm hoping maybe tomorrow or one day this week. I'm doing an episode of my podcast that is really going to have some insight, and it's really going to be really cool. And I'm going to talk about an artist who really literally done it his way. And because before he done it his way, he didn't even have a hit record. And then when he started doing it his way, he started getting #1 singles and #1 albums and charting on the charts and everything like that because he done it his way.
Yeah.
He didn't do it the Nashville way.
Yeah.
And see, that's that's to me. It's just like when I turn on the radio. I bet you I could drive, say, from my house to work and may hear one traditional country song the whole time there on the way there.
Damn.
That's just that's the world we live in.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I hate, as bad as it sounds. Well, I guess it's going to sound bad to like some of the younger generations and everything. But I was going to say, as bad as it sounds, I kind of wish we didn't live in a world where everything has to like follow a certain trend, if that makes sense. I wish people just did things like, because believe it or not, most fans of an artist, and I've actually witnessed this firsthand, or in like social media or even on YouTube comments, things like that. A lot of fans actually want their favorite artists to actually record the music they want to record. They fans don't want an artist to record a song just because their record label pushed them to or something. Believe it or not, a lot of fans actually look up to the artists they do because they see them as like role models and inspirations and stuff. And the reason they feel this way is because they want to actually hear the truth from those artists. Like them sing their truth or speak their truth. And if an artist is singing just someone else's words or something, they feel like there's not much passion there, if that makes sense. Like, so that's why like for example, I mean, Trish could probably definitely agree with me on this. Like Taylor, for example, everything Taylor has released, she has pretty much written herself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, or either co-wrote with somebody else, but you know when you listen to a Taylor song, that you know that's coming from Taylor's heart. Like she's actually she's actually singing her truth, if that makes sense.
Shania Twain's another good example.
Oh yeah, Shania Twain does that too. Shania Twain pretty much. Well, did you say only her first album was like Nashville's version of her, and that wasn't like the real Shania? So you don't even consider Shania's first album the real Shania Twain, if that makes sense?
No, because that was what they wanted her to record. Once, I hate to admit this, but once she hooked up with Mutt allowed her to do her music the way she wanted to do it. Yeah. And look how big she became.
Yeah.
See, because she was allowed to do it her own way.
So if you really think about it, songs like Who's Bad Heavy Beats Banana and Any Man of Mine, those were like her first two big hits. Mm-hmm. And you know for a fact that Shania was really passionate about singing those songs. In fact, she's included those songs, Who's Bad Heavy Beats Banana and Any Man of Mine, in pretty much every tour she's done since. those songs were released because she knows the fans love them and she loves performing. She's even said this in interviews, I think, that she loves performing those songs live.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You know, I was going to say this. Like, I've heard artists talk about how, like now, they won't go back and play some of their older stuff because either it was not who they were or it was not what they really wanted to do, but they doing it, or they felt like that they, grown from certain songs since then. But like you take, for instance, like Jason Aldean, he was talking about how he really doesn't do the song "Hick Town" anymore in his live shows and stuff. But a lot that song was a lot. That was the song that made him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was the first video he ever had on CMT. Was a song called "Hick Town," and you can sit back and you might think now that song might have been corny as hell, but you look at it, that's the song that made you. And I just don't understand how you can go back and be like, well, that song's not really truly who I am. If you wrote that fucking song, it's truly who you are.
Yeah.
You may have.
That would be like Garth Brooks not singing "Much Too Young" anymore.
Yeah. And actually, he has kind of got away from that, actually. Because I know for a fact, the last time I seen him live, he didn't play that live.
Sweet. Yeah, I was wondering. So does Garth not include that in his set list anymore?
I don't know that. I'm not saying he don't anymore, but I know the last show that I seen him at, he did.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, the last couple recorded shows I've seen of him, he hasn't played it because he didn't play it on the Yankee Stadium show either. Now I don't know. I think I've seen the Notre Dame, and I don't think he played it at that one either. So my whole thing is this, like I just think that's like artists, whether you're a big fan of a certain record or not, if it's a record that moves you and it's what fans like, I don't really see what's wrong with it in a way. I mean, one thing I will say about Garth, and I know I'm like a lot of people, and I bitch and complain, and I rant about Garth about the stupid shit that he does. But I'll give him credit where credit is due. He has yet to go pop country. He's yet to go like bro country and shit like that. He stick to what has made Garth him. Well, like I said, whether you like what he's doing or the songs that he's choosing lately or whatever, that's one thing I can always say about Garth. He's kind of stayed true to what's made him.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it.
Yeah, hey, Roberto.
By the time you showed up.
Yeah, finally we get a viewer. It's literally just been us for the last hour.
That's all right. We're good.
Yeah, babe. Yeah, to be honest, to be honest, we probably would have still gone on another hour even if nobody else showed up.
Well, yeah. We start talking about music. We don't know where the conversation's going to go. I mean,
yeah, but to be honest, I actually love this topic because I've always wanted to discuss this kind of because I just find it ridiculous. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, that actually is a pet peeve of mine, even though I know it shouldn't be. But one of my pet peeves is actually when an artist does that. They actually hate one of their own songs, even when one of their own songs is like one of the biggest hits of their entire career.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that bothers you, Trish. Why would you hate that song when that song kind of made your career?
Robert?
I mean, Trish, for example, this may sound crazy, Trish. What if Taylor ever said? I'm not saying that she would ever say this. What if Taylor ever said in an interview that she actually she actually doesn't really like her song "Tim McGraw"? Would you feel crushed? Why?
Well, Yeah, and it would shock the shit out of me because that was the one that started her career, literally.
Yeah, yeah, like literally. So if Taylor actually said she didn't like the song Tim McGraw, then actually that would be kind of ironic since Taylor has actually performed with Tim McGraw, done a duet with him, and everything, and actually met him.
Yeah,
Like so, is that's
because she
yeah.
chicken and shrimp. Oh, nice.
Ooh, nice.
She is
Uh,
wrong about the thing though.
Yeah. Oh, what'd you say?
About that. When I think of her,
Oh yeah. Oh, she's wrong about that
you
one
know,
thing.
she
Yeah.
actually
yeah.
introduced herself to Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. That's how they met.
Yeah. Yeah, that which is up.
Spicy
Yeah, which
chicken
is
and
up.
shrimp.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Okay, this may sound crazy, Trish, but I don't think I was as much like as big of a fan as you were like the start of Taylor's career. But I did remember when Taylor first released Tim McGraw. I do remember seeing that video on CMT because I still watched a lot of CMT back in 2006. But I do remember specifically the award show that Taylor actually performed the song Tim McGraw in front of the real Tim McGraw. And then actually as she ended the performance, she was like, hey, or she was like, hi, I'm Taylor or something like introducing herself to Tim McGraw. I thought it was the cutest moment.
Oh God, yes, I love that.
Yeah, when she was like, "Hi, I'm Taylor."
Hi, I'm dumbass.
What
I
does?
don't know. Hi, I'm Batman.
Hi, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still remember that. But yeah, I assume that you remember that too, Trish. When
Oh God,
Taylor
yes.
when Taylor actually performed Tim McGraw in front of the real Tim McGraw.
Yeah, because Reba was the host that night. She was the one who introduced her to sing.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. Now I remember Reba.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember. I remember some of the moments. I don't remember the whole thing. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of mention that to show you that I've actually been a fan of Taylor since her first album.
Mhm.
But what the song that made me a fan of her was actually "Teardrops on My Guitar" in that
Oh
music
yeah, there
video
you go.
that she made for it. So when I first consider myself a fan, I think her first album had actually already been released. But you said that you've actually been a fan of her since before her album was even released. So
Yeah, her album hadn't dropped yet, just the first single.
yeah, but yeah,
I don't know if you realize this, but the version of oh God, now I'm never going to remember the name of it.
yeah,
Shit. Um,
yeah.
no, it's not. You're not sorry. It might be you're not sorry. Well, piss. Anyway, my point was going to be there's a version of it on this new album, and
Yeah.
that is the version that she sung on the award show the night David Copperfield introduced her.
Oh.
Reba was also hosting that night.
Ooh. Damn, you must have a really good memory when it comes to
Yeah,
like award
because
shows.
you don't know. Well, everybody knows now, but at that moment, you didn't know who he was introducing. Just that they asked him to come and introduce somebody, and he knew who it was, obviously, but none
Yeah.
of us didn't. But
Yeah.
the minute the music started playing, I went, "Oh my God, it's Taylor Swift! Oh my God, it's Taylor Swift!" Because I had seen the episode of CSI that she was on,
Yeah.
and that was the version that they used for that episode of CSI. Wasn't the original version, it was a remake version, and that's the version she performed on the show that night. That's the version that's on the album.
Wait, actually, I think that is "You're Not Sorry" that you're thinking of. That is a song because I remember the song that was played on that episode of Taylor's episode of CSI.
The version of shit, you say.
Yeah.
How have you lasted this long with them talking, Taylor? Because that hasn't been all we've talked about. We've talked about all kinds of artists, haven't we, Wild Bill?
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we've been talking about a little bit of everything more music related. That is. But but yeah, I did want to mention though, Trish, because of Taylor's like re-recorded versions of like this, like her whole Fearless album. This may sound really crazy. I actually like rediscovered like a newfound love for certain songs on this album that I didn't originally like on the original.
Yes!
Like for example, I am obsessed with Taylor's song "Untouchable," which was one of the bonus tracks on the Fearless Platinum Edition
Yeah.
album, and I didn't really even care for any of the Platinum Edition tracks before, believe it or not. I mean, I liked them, but I loved the original album more. So yeah. But I'll be honest. Okay.
Well, that's all.
Okay. I wonder what Trisha's doing now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's why the color went down.
Oh. Yeah, what are you doing, Trisha?
Okay, sorry. I just happened to look down and notice that the thing was on that tell me I needed to plug my computer up.
Oh, okay. It was like low in battery or something.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah. So I take it, Trish, that you actually love like a few songs more than you originally did on our new Fearless album compared to the original.
Well, it's not that I love them more. It's that it's been so long since I've heard them.
Yeah.
That it's like falling in love with them all over again.
Yeah, that's basically how it is. It feels like a brand new album. Even when I first started the album, like when it was first released, that first track, Fearless, which is the title track, it sounded so crisp and clear. Even her voice, I was like, this song doesn't sound like. I mean, like the lyrics sounds like it came from 2008, but at the same time, the sound doesn't sound like it's from 2008. It sounds like it's more. So it sounds like an old song that's been modernized. Way,
Yeah,
if that makes sense, or remastered.
I was listening to that today. For the last 2 days, that's all I've listened to is that album. And
Yeah. Okay.
I was talking to my son about it today because I had the version where both songs are playing at once.
Yeah.
And I was listening to all of those, and I
Yeah.
told my son, I said, "This is amazing, just the difference in her voice." I said, "It's a slight difference, but the difference is there." I said, "Even in the way that she carries some of the notes and stuff." And the way that she pronounces things. And he looked right at me and said, "And her confidence." I hadn't even thought about that.
Oh,
You know, between then and now, her confidence had to have grown tremendously with the success that she's had. So
that's actually
she's
true.
more confident in singing her own songs.
Yeah, well, to be honest, the original was her second album. And I repeat, her second album. Her first album was somewhat of success. It wasn't until her second album that she started becoming a little bit more mainstream. So if you think about it, so I'm wondering, it makes me wonder if we're going to notice the difference when she does like a 1989 re-recording or something.
Oh, yeah, we will.
I mean, because I feel like she had confidence then, but the thing is, that was also her first pop album. So there's no telling how it would sound re-recorded.
Did you let Rabbit know about DMX? Yes, I did, and thank you, Robert. He didn't know. I didn't really know that.
Oh yeah, that's sad about.
Yeah, Robert told me the other day because he knows that my son is into rap.
Yeah.
And he thought he would want to know, and he didn't know until I told him. And I said, "Bub, I looked that guy up, and that picture seems so familiar to me." And he was like, "Mom, you know him?" And I'm like, "I do." He said, "Yeah." And then he played something by him, and I was like, "Oh, okay. Yeah." So a lot of times I don't recognize an artist's name if it's like a rap artist because I don't know a lot of them by name other than like Eminem. You know, we all know who that is.
Yeah,
But when he played something by him, I'm like, "Oh, okay, now I know." The reason I knew who he was is because my sons play his music around me.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like you are more like more like country artists and maybe some pop artists.
Mm-hmm.
But
as far as rap, I don't know that much about rap other than what I've learned through my son.
Yeah. So would you agree that your son is the reason? Like he's the reason that he's the one who kind of like introduced you, I guess, to rap in a way, or
basically, yes.
Okay.
He says my generation created it. His generation perfected it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think about that, Wild Bill?
Both generations suck.
Damn. Just the way Wild Bill was like not holding back any punches on that one.
You know,
Guys, do you have any old people candy in your house?
any what?
Old
Old
people candy. Yeah. There are certain candies that I buy that my son says, see, you're old. That's old people candy.
I don't
Well,
know.
when I think of old people, like because I do like certain candy that I kind of grew up with. Oh, but when I think of old people candy, this may sound crazy, but I just think of things like Milky Ways and Babe Ruths. I don't know why. I think it's
No,
because
it's
because my grandma introduced me to those, and I love them. I also love Kit Kats, which I don't know if a Kit Kat would be considered an old people candy
no.
because my
It's
grandma loved Kit Kats. So
usually things like little butterscotch candies. You know, the hard candies,
oh
or the Star Mint hard candies.
oh, I
I
actually
like
love
the
some of those because well, I guess those can be classified as old people candy because, believe it or not, I've actually had teachers in the past who would pass those out to students before, or if we did like good on our assignments or be on best behavior in class or something, we would get a piece of candy, and it was usually like the candy you just described. So I
Hmm.
guess we were being given old people candy for being
Yeah,
good.
the cinnamon ones, the butterscotch ones,
Yeah,
ooh, or the really soft what they call peanuts.
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
orange colored,
Ooh,
and orange slices.
No,
orange slices.
Yeah,
but
old people candy.
Old people candy. That's
Yeah,
funny though. That's funny. I never actually heard that topic, but yeah, it's just when you said that, I was thinking, well, I mean, I don't know if I eat old people candy or if this is classified as old people candy because I'll be honest with you, some of my favorite candies was actually literally, and I'm not even joking, was introduced to me when I was a kid by my grandmother because my grandmother actually had a sweet tooth and she was always buying like Kit Kats and Milky Ways and Baby Ruths and stuff like that. So
my son says that old people always have certain kinds of candy in their house, and they
yeah,
always have cream. They always have cream.
true. That's
well,
funny though.
I wanted to change the subject back to music just for a minute, and
Okay.
I was, like for me, instance, I'm not a big fan of like re-records and remasters and stuff like that. Only if it's done for the right reasons. Like, for instance, um, like as much as I don't like Taylor, I give her credit for credit is doing for doing what she's doing because
Hmm.
she should have the right to her music, whether you know I like her or not. You know what I'm saying? I think
Hmm.
that's her intellectual property. She should have the right to do with it what she wants to, and she shouldn't have to buy her masters like that. She should be able to just get them outright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now there are times when people do re-records and remasters just as a money grab to make more money off the fans, to
Yeah.
uh, I don't know, line their pockets because they don't have anything better to fucking do, and a lot of it's because they don't have any fucking new material and they're just stalling to buy time in the studio or write songs or whatever. Now, like I said, there's times when you can take an album and if it's done right, and the money's been put into it and everything, and you do a re-release of a remastered album, and one, it makes the album really do sound better, and you're doing it because it just needs to have that kind of being upgraded with today's technology to see what you can do with an album that was done say 20, 30, 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind it so much when you're doing it for a legitimate reason. But when you're doing stuff just to fucking do it because I need the money, I don't agree with that. Like I'll give you an example. Like Iceberg's 30th anniversary of the first album, the remastered version.
Yeah.
That album needed an upgrade. And like I was talking to Gene about this just a little bit back, and I told him, I said, man, I said, I have the original version, and I have the remastered version, and
Yeah.
you don't know how much that remastered version just brought your fucking vocals to the forefront, and just how much better it made you sound singing on that record. It went from like night and day. But that was because the money was put into it to have a decent remix and remaster to kind of maybe have the fans relook at an album that a lot of fans weren't a big fan of in their early career. And like I've seen bands that would go back and record, like, say, the first album or an album in their catalog that maybe didn't have a good production because of maybe a budget restraints and stuff like that, and they wanted to upgrade the album. And the only thing I don't like about that sometimes is it takes away from, no matter what you do, like that album that you do has a rawness and a magic and everything that you captured at that time that's timeless. And you could go back and re-record it 100 times, and it'll never be, to me, as good as the original. That's just like, I'm sort of kind of waiting for Metallica to announce the 30th anniversary edition of the Black Album. That box set they'll do with the remix or remastered. I heard them saying they were coming out with it, so I just don't know if it's this year. It would make sense if it did. But I don't know that you can make that album sound any better, honestly. I mean, it's still, I've heard people talk about today that they want their album to sound like Metallica's Black Album, and their album was released in '92. It was so sonic. It was an album that was ahead of its time, sonically, and it had just the sound and its thing. And the funny thing about that album is it was recorded in analog. It wasn't digital. See, I've always said this, and I'll just flat out honest and tell people that disagree with me. I think analog records sound better. The only thing that sucks with analog was all the mixing and mastering that you had to do, and the tape splicing and all that stuff to do this shit. Digitally makes editing fucking like easy as shit, because you can just drop this over here, bring this over here, bring that over here, brighten this up right here, all with a touch of a fucking mouse. Which, don't get me wrong, it makes it great. But sonically, digital music ain't all that great. That's why, and to be honest with you, that's why I listen to vinyl. That anyone that sits back and listens to vinyl like I do, and listen to MP3s, you can tell a difference. But if that's the only way you can get your music, then I don't knock that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you look at it. See, these are digitally too, but still, you can only do so much. You can only do so much to an album that's already been, especially a digital album that's already been recorded digitally anyway. I mean, how much more can you really make it sound better?
Yeah.
And I honestly think sometimes when bands have went and remastered an album that was recorded in analog, it took away from the rawness of what the album truly sounded like. And that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes a remix or remastered or re-record is a good thing,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not knocking it. I mean, because sometimes, like I say, you know, Iced Earth found themselves in that boat too, where they had talked about going back and re-recording some of their first albums, just so they would have the rights to their music because they don't own the masters.
Mm-hmm.
And you're starting to find a lot of artists that are doing that. Artists, see, Metallica don't have to worry about that. They own all their masters.
Good.
Yeah, damn.
That's why they started Blackened Records, which is their label, and they put out all their music. So if they want to rehash something, they can rehash it. If they want to go out here and put out whatever it is they want to put out, they make that decision. No one else does.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And so if they wanted to say, hey, I want to go back and re-record Kill 'Em All, not that they need to, but if that's what they want to do, they can do it because they own their masters. The fuck they want. And they've had it that good for a long time. Not too many bands can say that. I mean,
No.
And they've carved their path being the biggest metal band on the planet for a reason. And they've had the clout and the longevity and all the things to be able to put themselves in the situations where they can do that.
Yeah.
I think it sucks for those artists that can't, because I'm gonna be honest with you, like there's a lot of artists out there that want their masters but can't get them because the record label charges like fucking outrageous fucking, oh well, give us like $50 million for your fucking masters.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, they probably make $50 million in their fucking career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, what right do you really have to someone's let's see, I've always said, and I'm changing the subject just for a minute, but me and my father's always got in an argument over like college football and athletes being able to have the right to their likeness and their image. If they want to make money off their likeness and image, they should be able to.
I agree.
That's how I look at it. I mean, that's like, I hate to say this, and people might disagree with me, but the way the NCAA does things, it's almost like a form of slavery. It really is, because you do all this stuff, and what are you getting? An education for free? Okay, yeah, but look at all the things I'm doing for you, all the money I'm making for you, and yet I can barely, support myself because, you want like a lot of players that you take for instance, like a lot of like 5-star recruit players that are getting these full paid rides to college. They can't even have a job. They can't make money. So it's like they're not even allowed to take money from people to go out and buy supper with, because that's taking money from a booster. So it's almost like y'all taking slavery and put it in a system and making people, and you're fooling people by thinking, oh well, we're giving you something. Yeah, you're giving them something, but what are you getting, in return? You get a whole hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing that I'm saying. That's just like, if a player goes out here and he wants to make money off of his name and his likeness, and he wants to be able to sign autographs and sell them and do whatever, he should be able to.
Mm-hmm.
And if the rule is where you can't do that while wearing like the college jersey or so, hell, make 8x10s and you standing there in a fucking t-shirt, sign the damn things and sell them. Mm-hmm. People will buy that shit.
Yeah.
They just do anything to get an autograph. Mm-hmm. So I mean, really, it's the same thing, and I just think that people should have a right to whatever's theirs. And people who hijack that shit from people to me are the lowest scum of the fucking planet.
True. Like but yeah, like going back to music, I just like wanted to say this, like, believe it or not, like I feel like anyone like you, I feel like only people who actually understand like Taylor's story, like why she's re-recording her old albums right now and everything, because believe it or not, Taylor's original plan after leaving or her record label and signing with like this other label and everything. I mean, once her contract was up, her original plan was to actually buy back her old masters, but then they were sold basically underneath her or something. Like she never even got an option to buy back her masters. Her original plan was to actually own her old work, but it didn't really fall into place. So basically, what Taylor's doing right now is what is called her Plan B. Basically, just re-record all her old albums, so then she can own it again, but own it whole way. And this time, and to be honest, I think well, fans actually prefer it this way anyway, for the simple fact that Taylor decided to, she's adding stuff to her old albums that never got to be released before because her label made her, like, because you never know, maybe her label in the past actually had a say in her track listing and everything. So now Taylor can create her own track listing. Like when she records her old albums, she'll give it the exact same track listing as the original, but add on bonus tracks, like from the vault after or something. I think that's what Taylor's basically doing. So she's basically giving her fans everything she's pretty much written and recorded over the years.
The way I look at it is she's releasing them, she's recording them and releasing them the way she wanted to record them and the way she wanted to release them.
Yeah. So you never, she's basically doing it her way, like so. But yeah, like for example, when Rob mentioned that he's not really a fan of like re-recordings and remastering and everything. Like, well, I mean, but he can understand it to a point if someone's doing it. I mean, for like a certain reason, like I guess like in Taylor's case. But he doesn't want someone to try to remaster an old album or re-release it or re-record an old album just because they quote unquote need the money or something. The thing is, Taylor, I feel like, in my honest opinion, I feel like Taylor is set for life. She can literally retire right now and still, she's pretty much made her career known. Like, in my opinion, Taylor probably has money to last her the rest of her life. She doesn't need it.
She's smart.
Yeah. So she doesn't need to record anything else, to be honest. She's doing this because this is what she's passionate about in life. So
she owns it and nobody can't tell her what to do with it. And like the dating thing, the commercial. If she hadn't owned that, she wouldn't have been able to agree to have it in that commercial. The movie that's going to come out that she's got the song in from 1989. She couldn't have done that if she didn't own the rights to it.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, she can use her music however she wants once she owns full rights to it.
Yeah.
And she wrote that shit. She should be able to do with it whatever the hell she wants.
So I was wondering, like, I mean, this may sound like stupid or something like at first, but yeah, I was just thinking, like, so is that one thing? Do you think that's one thing that Taylor was kind of worried about? Is after Scooter Braun brought back her old masters and everything, that he could choose to have some of her old songs played in a trailer or a movie or something, and without her permission.
Yeah, basically, I think that was part of the problem. Was he could do it? He could do with it whatever the hell he wanted.
Oh yeah, and she was like, oh hell no.
And now it ain't worth a damn dime.
Yeah.
Because all her fans have come together and said, we're not buying the old stuff because we don't want to support Scooter. We're buying the new stuff.
Yeah.
They won't even stream the old stuff now. They're streaming the new stuff.
Yeah, like for example, because we literally just talked about this.
Country fan.
Oh yeah, hey country fan. But yeah, I mean, like for example, we literally just talked about this yesterday, pretty much. But that like ever since Taylor re-released, I mean, or her re-recording of Fearless, like in your honest opinion, that's the only version you're going to be like streaming
Yeah.
now. I mean, like because there's no reason to stream more old ones or old versions anymore. I mean, as long as the new
What
stuff,
you do, even though Scooter sold the masters to a third party,
yeah,
he no longer owns her masters. In that deal that he made,
yeah,
two of the things he made sure was in that deal was one, he still gets money from it, and two, they were not allowed to divulge to Taylor that he was selling it until after the sale went through.
yeah. Which is why, and like, even though Taylor's like her vocals, like, I mean, you can definitely tell that she has more confidence in her voice now and everything. And I mean, her voice may sound more clear than in her old original versions. But the thing is, Taylor is literally re-recording her old songs the very similar to the way she originally recorded them. So fans would listen to the new versions and not feel like they're listening to a remix. It's like, oh, why should you do this to the song? I'm just gonna listen to the old version. Like, so in my opinion, I feel like Taylor's not going to change any of the lyrics, and she's going to keep the original sound, or at least as much as she can. I mean, so her fans would actually listen to it and still feel the same feeling they had their first time listening to the original. So they wouldn't listen to the original again, if that makes sense.
Um,
Yeah.
I, I got a couple things I wanted to say, and first of all, I think if she had no right, if she didn't even get an opportunity to buy her masters, then fuck that guy, and maybe a gator will bite his fucking ass off. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't like Taylor, but I don't like how people do people like that. Okay, that's just wrong, no matter how much you look at it. I mean, you know, and two, like you take for instance, like most labels or anything, they can fucking do whatever they want to. Like if you really think about it, most greatest hits albums aren't even approved by the fucking artist. Most of them, the artists don't even have any control over. Like I know, like I heard an interview one time, like with John Schaefer, and he was talking about how like Centric Media would go back and they would release shit that in the back catalog or put out a greatest hits album, and he's like, well, y'all own the shit, do whatever you want to, but I'm telling you right now, you don't have my approval on it, so you can't go out and tell the fans, oh, well, this is approved by John Schaefer. Then I'm telling you right now that it's not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you think about it, like I was saying on that one episode of my podcast with that Black Sabbath album that they put out there, they're like, they didn't even know the album had even come out until a fan approached them backstage one time at a concert and said, hey, can you sign this? And they're like, what is that? Like, they didn't even know that their record label had put out a compilation album of their
bullshit.
Yeah.
And like I said, and how can you be so sneaky and underhanded to sell somebody? And my thing is like with those, and my whole thing too was like the people that bought that contract or bought those masters from them. That I don't really think they're such good people either, because why would you even like buy something like that under a deal like that? Because turn around and look at something. What if that was you? You know what I'm saying? Like I hate. Like here's the thing I hate. One reason why I hate fucking rich people and people with money is because when they do things like the things that they do, they don't think of it as What if that was me? What if I was in that situation? Would I want someone to do me that way if I was broke and they had money and I didn't? You know, that's the whole thing. And that, like I'm saying, that's just like with buying her masters. You know, she didn't even get an opportunity. I think did the company that bought them give her a chance to buy them?
The only deal they were willing to offer Taylor about her masters was, we won't sell them to you, but we will let you earn them back for every album, for every new album you make for us. We'll give you one of your old masters. So like album for album.
Yeah.
Because her contract was up and it was, you know, sign a new contract with us and we'll let you earn back all of your masters one album at a time.
Yeah.
They wouldn't sell them to her. They wouldn't make her a price. And then when they did sell them, not only did they go behind her back to do it, they sold them to her worst enemy.
Yeah.
The only time Scott Borchetta's name, the only time Scooter Braun's name ever came out of Taylor's mouth was when she was falling apart because of something he had done or said to or about her.
Yeah.
Okay? He was well known as one of her worst enemies. Yeah. And that's the guy that Scott Borchetta purposely chose to sell the masters to.
Yeah. Which, it's just ironic because Scott Borchetta is the one who kind of helped start Taylor's career and everything. Like, I thought they were really close. Like, see this thing, like, Folklore, for example. Like, Trish, I guess you know pretty much as well as I do that her song, My Tears Ricochet, is probably definitely about her whole thing with Scott Borchetta and Scooter Braun and everything, or even Mad Woman, for example. Those two songs off Folklore, and that gives you a really detailed insight on that. Taylor is pissed, like she feels like she was betrayed, like complete ultimate betrayal, like she even said in her song "My Tears Ricochet" basically that she felt like he was family, like because she even said in the song that I swear I loved you, I loved you till my dying day. Mm-hmm. And then and after everything that they've been through, like she still did not deserve all the hell that he put her through and everything. No, so
she basically built his company. And by that I mean he approached her because he saw potential in her, and he said, I would love to sign you. I don't actually have the company yet. I haven't built it yet. But if you will wait, I would love to sign you as my first artist.
Yeah.
And let you record your own songs that you write. And she discussed it with her family, and they said, okay, if that's what you want. So she waited for him to build a company to have, to be able to sign her. And he signed her. Yeah. She was the first artist he signed. She exploded and basically built his company for him off of her fame. Yeah. And then he turns around after being such a wonderful, sweet, nice guy and turns into the biggest backstabbing son of a bitch you've ever seen in your life.
So that is like the ultimate family betrayal because I'm pretty sure Taylor probably had Scott Borchetta over like for dinner at her family's house or something. Mm-hmm. Like I'm pretty sure they've had meals together and actually like so that really is an ultimate family betrayal. She basically took this guy into her home and he basically just did that behind her back, like
And yes, I saw that, Country Fan, and I agree. Garth should never own his masters. There's two artists in the world that I think should never have the right to their masters. Only two.
Two, okay.
One is Garth Brooks.
Okay.
Because Ever since he got the rights to his masters, oh my God, all that man's done is rehash.
Damn.
And
Wait,
the other one is Kanye West, because when Taylor was trying to get her masters, he sided with Scott Borchetta, and now Scott Borchetta is doing the same damn thing to him, and he's crying about it.
Oh yeah. I feel like that's karma at its finest.
Called poetic justice.
Yeah, poetic justice. Yeah, I was like, well, that's why I was like, that's karma at its finest.
If that would have been me, and he would have done me that way, when my music, I'd look at that motherfucker and I'd tell him, I said, well, I tell you what, I hope you're happy, because I'm gonna tell you what, there ain't no motherfucking place on God's green earth that your fucking ass can hide. Because I say, and don't take that as a threat. Take that as a motherfucking promise.
Yep.
Because when I find your ass, you're done. I said, they're going to have to build a safe 100 foot underground to put me in.
But see, Taylor kind of done the same thing, but without using those words, because she just used her pen.
Yeah.
She has she doesn't carry a double-edged sword. She carries a double-edged pen.
Yeah.
She's made a fortune off the fact that he done her wrong.
Yeah, I get that, but still, I mean, you sometimes, man, it's just
Somebody should have beat the shit out of him. Is what they should have done.
True. For that.
Him and Scooter Braun too.
I don't
Scooter
know.
Braun was any kind of a man, he would have done one of two things. One, he wouldn't have bought it, or two, once he bought it, he would have turned around and handed it to Taylor for nothing.
Yeah. Do you know what's ironic? Because I don't remember if you saw this post or anything, but this was actually last year, I think. This is before Taylor was going to. I mean, well, I think Taylor was already planning on re-recording.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's okay, Country Fan. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was last year. I remember Kanye West. He sent out like several tweets, and one of them he was claiming he was gonna try to help Taylor get her masters back. That he's good friends with Scott Borchetta or something, or
Yeah.
Scooter Braun, or something. He mentioned something about he's good friends with so and so. I would help Taylor get her masters back. And everybody in the comments, like Swifties, were like, "You stay the hell away from Taylor." Like they were telling Kanye to still stay the hell away from Taylor, especially after that whole phone call, that incident that happened back in 20. I mean, I don't want to like get into that or anything, but still, even you believe Kanye did Taylor wrong. Like he needs to just leave her the hell alone.
Well, you know, Trish, I'm gonna say something, and you'll probably disagree with me on this. And I kind of feel the same way you do about Garth and his masters. But I will say this. It's songs he recorded, he should have the rights to them. Whether he wrote them or not, he should have the rights to them. But, like you said, he is the rehash king of the fucking country. But where you hurt Garth is you don't buy the shit.
Yeah.
Because see, here's the problem with Garth. Garth has the most, I don't know what it is, like, he just has the most craziest fucking fans on the planet.
Yeah.
And they think that he can't do anything wrong, most of them anyway. And that they'll buy and support and do anything that he does. And Garth knows that. That's why he does the shit that he does. But truthfully, honestly, his shit doesn't sell. It might sell the first little bit when it first comes out, but then it doesn't do shit. It sits on the fucking shelf. That's why he doesn't have the distribution deals that he used to fucking have, because his shit doesn't sell.
True.
you just, I mean, it's the same way with a lot of shit. I mean, you just like I can't like I just can't get behind. I just can't get behind the shit that he does. But all in all, I think he should have the right to do whatever he wants to with it. Whether I agree, whether we agree or not. You know, that would be like someone. That would be like you not owning the rights to your books, and someone else did. And now that you got them back, you're just going to rehash the shit out of them. And people are like, well, Trish shouldn't have the rights to her books because all she does is rehash the shit out of them. Well, they're fucking her books. Do what she wants to with them. Where you heard it is where you just don't buy the shit. That's the whole thing, you know.
Well, I think at this point, what?
Like I'm just gonna give you a quick example, and I'll probably go after this anyway. But like Metallica, for instance, they were torn apart in the early 2000s, especially Lars, when he stood up to that whole thing about Napster. And people was talking about, oh, why is he standing up to Napster? What is it? They got millions of fucking dollars. What is it about them? Like, no, they're greedy and all. It was never about the money. That's what people don't understand. And I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of Metallica's lost a lot of fans over that, and they get hated every year. Every time they can put out a monumental fucking record, and people will hate on it just because of what they done against Napster back in the day because people wanted to get music for fucking free. Okay, the whole thing about it was, like he said, it's not about the money. It's someone asking us for our rights to use our music. He says, how do you know we wouldn't have said no? We might have been like, sure, you can use our music on your site. Just ask us for it.
There you go. That's a matter of respect.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just don't go and start like offering people shit to download for free without their damn permission from it. That was the whole thing. It wasn't about the money. Metallica has done a lot of things over the years that had nothing to do with money. People think it is, but it's not. But yet, you know, they get trashed for that because of what he stood up. Because he stood up to Napster.
Yeah.
Country fan. First of all, you just shocked the hell out of me. I didn't know.
Oh my God! I feel like I should have told you, Trish. I think he passed away like 2 days ago, or it may have been just yesterday. I'm not.
Same day. I think him and DMX passed away the same day.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Well, the only reason I know about DMX was because Robert told me so that I could tell Rabbit.
Okay. Wait. I don't want to make joking matters, but I will be honest with you because after Prince Philip passed away, because I think he literally passed away. Like it was just announced he passed away within the wee hours after pretty much New Music Friday and Taylor's new album came out. Some Swifties made jokes that, oh my God, Taylor killed Prince Philip because it was literally just like that Prince Philip listened to Taylor's new re-recorded Fearless album and then passed away. But I mean, yeah, I'm not trying to make a joking matter about a serious situation. But I do remember seeing the jokes that some people were like, oh my God, Taylor killed Prince Philip. But yeah. Well, yeah, wasn't he like really old though? He was like 90 something.
99 years
99.
Oh yeah, 99. Yeah, he was almost Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. I think it said he was born.
Prince Philip,
He was
uh,
he was literally born like
aka
100
Queen
years
Elizabeth's
ago.
husband, he passed
Yeah.
away apparently.
But yeah, because I read that he was actually born 100 years ago, in 1921, and so he must have just died before his 100th birthday. He was probably going to turn 100 later on this
Mhm.
year or something. But yeah, because I remember, I think it said 1921 to 2001 or 2021. So
Wow. I had no idea. Well, I mean, it's sad that he passed away. And
yeah,
you know, the family probably tore all to pieces, and Queen
yeah,
Elizabeth must be falling apart. I
yeah,
mean, they was together for what felt like forever. So you know that's going to leave
yeah,
a huge hole in her life.
yeah.
Oh God. Well, that kind of worries me for her. With them having been together that long,
Yeah.
there's a chance. Oh, I don't even want to say it out loud. Never mind.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to put out other stuff into the universe, I guess.
No, I don't want to
Oh,
put that in the universe.
her
Her
birthday is
birthday
April
is
25th.
April 25th.
Oh, so that's later this month.
Mm-hmm. I don't keep up with the Royals, but still, that's a shocker.
Yeah.
They don't do shit for me, so I give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't really keep up with the Warriors either, so like I mean like I've yet to like I don't know, it's just I don't really keep up with royalty like period, I guess. Oh yeah, oh never mind, it's April 21st. Okay. But that's still like 2 weeks away from
Yeah.
yeah, or around that, or a week and a half away, I guess. But yes.
Well, guys, I'm fixing to go.
Aww,
I gotta get to
tired
bed.
while Billy Goat.
I gotta. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I was just gonna mention about like Garth again. The thing about Garth though is I believe Garth is like really power hungry. Like I feel like Garth actually, because I mean, there's a lot of artists out there that are probably very modest. Like they're like great artists and they have like like millions of fans and everything, but they're still like modest, still like decent human beings. But I feel like Garth, like you said, like Trish said that Garth has Hootad, and that Garth probably, I feel like Garth is so power hungry that he just believes he could just keep rehashing shit and his fans are gonna buy it. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's all he needs to do anymore. He doesn't even need to make new material. That's probably
Yeah.
how he feels. Like, why do you think he prolonged Fun for so long? He could have
Yeah.
literally he could have literally released Fun back in 2018 or
Mm-hmm.
something, and he waited till literally the very tail end of 2020 to finally
I'm
release it.
sorry, I'm not laughing at you, Alvin. I just noticed
Uh,
the comment. It shocked
uh,
me because you never hear about him, so I thought he was already dead.
oh damn! Damn the
Well,
devil, Roberto.
Don't feel bad, Robert. Until recent days, I wasn't aware that he was around or that Queen Elizabeth was even married. I was like, wait, what? She has a husband? Oh my God. Wait, why are they calling him Prince? Shouldn't he be called King if she's the Queen?
Yeah.
I was so confused.
Oh damn! Prince Philip, his 100th birthday was literally coming up in
Oh, June 10th. Wow.
a couple months.
well, guys, I'm gonna go.
All righty.
Okay.
Y'all have.
Got any final words, Wild Bill?
Oh, God.
Or final thoughts, I should say.
No,
Uh,
not really. Just, Monday's another work day.
Oh, God.
yeah.
Sucks. And y'all have a good night and stay dead, my friend.
Yeah,
All right.
baby.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right. Good night, Wild Bill.
Good night,
All right.
Wild Bill. but yeah, it is like going to like 2 hours, so I'll probably wrap up here in the next like few minutes. Unless you want to keep talking, Trish, like hang
Oh
out a
no,
little
I'm
more.
good. I was just glad I was here tonight.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
I'm glad too. But damn the devil! Now since 4 people watching, I wonder who's watching.
Oh,
Besides, oh, Landon.
no,
Okay, Landon. I was like, someone showed up. I was trying to.
no. I've been so busy lately that I've had to miss some people's streams, and you know me, how sometimes I sleep through them. Hell, I've slept through my own. No, I'm always afraid I'm not going to make it. But where I wasn't working at Rabbits today, it was more convenient, you know, and I was able to be here. But over the next several days, I don't know how much. By the way, I'm just going to announce this on your channel.
Oh, what? Whoa, is your
Well,
schedule this week kind of different?
uh,
Weird.
this week might be iffy. So, guys, if I'm late or I don't show up, I may be at Rabbits working because with everything coming together the way it is, I may actually be able to get him up and running right here shortly.
Okay. So do you believe there is a chance that like one of your regular days that you stream, you may actually cancel one night
Well, there's a
or
good chance. I won't say I'll cancel, but there's a good chance I'll be late
okay.
because I can't work after dark anyway. Well, I probably could because I have a headlight,
Okay. Okay.
but it's more convenient for me to work during the day. I'll put it that way.
Okay. But yeah, that makes sense.
Oh no, I hadn't even thought about it. Well, oh, he got weights. Rabbit got weights.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. Mm.
I didn't know it was weights, and somebody knocked on the door, and I went, "Come in," and nobody came in. So I said, "Or stand outside like a dumbass." Either way. That's how I respond. So I
That was
got up
funny.
and I walked over and I opened the door and there was just a package there.
Yeah.
So they had set it outside the door. So I didn't know. I was on the phone with Raymond. So I was talking to Raymond and I reached down to get the package and I was like, holy shit, Raymond, hang on. I gotta lay you down. So I set the phone down. It took me both hands to pick it up. I was like, damn, that's heavy. What the hell is it? No, I'm good. Uh, and then I realized it had his name on it. And I'm like, well, I'm not opening it. So I just waited for him to come down the hall.
Yeah.
He opened it, pulled out 2 big weights. I'm like, damn, no wonder it took 2 hands for me to pick it up. Which he was able to pick up with 1, thank you.
Damn.
Yeah. It was 20 pounds, 10 each. Yeah. So 20 pounds, 10 pounds each.
Well, damn. So does that mean you don't lift, Trish? No.
Hell, I have enough trouble using my right hand as it is. I don't need to work it out with that.
Yeah. That's right. But yeah, like speaking like Taylor's like newly recorded Fearless, like I don't know, like you said, like it's like listening to these songs for the first time. And so yeah, there are certain songs I keep playing over and over again. And one of those is actually Untouchable. For some reason,
Okay.
I really love that song. It's really catchy. But I've also been playing "You Belong with Me" a lot, which is, I mean, a given for me because it's always been one of my favorite Taylor songs.
Mm-hmm.
So hearing a re-recorded, like remastered version of it, like it sounds so modernized, I'm like, yeah, baby. Not to mention, oh, which reminds me, have you watched the lyric videos to the songs? Like,
Um,
I love the lyric videos. Like, that is awesome.
I have watched most of the lyric videos, and I love the fact that they have footage of Taylor dancing in her kitchen.
Yeah, I love that. With that, yeah, I love that. That's why I keep playing. I'll be honest with you. This may sound crazy. In my honest opinion, some of these lyric videos could actually like substitute for like an official music video in a way because they feel like music videos when you watch them. And
Mhm.
I actually love this concept because the thing is, if Taylor releases lyric videos for all her re-recorded albums, in all honesty, since Taylor has also done lyric videos for pretty much all her Folklore and Evermore like songs as well, pretty soon there's probably going to be official lyric videos for pretty much almost every Taylor Swift song, except for her Lover album. I don't think she's done that for Lover, but it would be awesome if she did. I guess make official lyric videos for those two, just so she.
I think she did audio videos for those.
Yeah. She did audio videos, not actually fully like lyric videos, but I love the concept of lyric videos because you can actually read the lyrics or see the lyrics on screen and everything. So, I just thought that's actually a nice concept. And whoever is making the lyric videos for Taylor, or whoever Taylor is like working with on those lyric videos, like I actually love like her style of lyric videos. Like it's like Taylor is very creative. Like even the old pictures of her, like even the song 15. If you watch the lyric video for 15, I love those pictures of Taylor with Abigail. Like
yes,
they even showed recent pictures of them both like at the end, and I was like, are those still best friends? Like yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like so that was awesome to see pretty much Taylor and Abigail grow up over the years.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love that.
Oh yeah, because it's like watching like old home movies. That's the feeling I get. It's almost like you get like Taylor is inviting you into this part of her life or something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like Taylor is giving her fans an insight in like watching old home movies of Taylor or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually love it. Love the concept because it makes Taylor feel like just a regular person. Like she's just a normal human being, just like you or I. She's not just this mega pop star or this superstar. Like she's or I guess superstar. Pun intended.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a person just like you and I. So I love that Taylor is like giving her fans like insight in looking at basically watching Taylor the person, not just Taylor the country star or the pop star.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense. So
well, I can't stop listening to the album. I love it.
Yeah.
Just over and over. I've actually got it on my MP3 player and I've got it on repeat.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I was wondering. So yeah, because I didn't know if you had like all of her like albums on your MP3 player before or something, but I'm wondering like for example, like say you had the old Fearless album on your MP3, so did you just replace it with a new one? Like and just not even have an old one on your MP3 anymore? Or
no, I didn't have it on there. I don't I think I have the CD.
Oh, the CD. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious how you did things because I know some people are like, well, I just won't listen to the old version anymore. Like the new version's like, not to mention, I mean, like I don't know, I really love this whole
normally what I do is
yeah.
I will buy the CD off of Amazon, and when you do that, you get an automatic ripped copy on Amazon.
Oh, that's right.
So you actually have the CD and the MP3 album versions.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
just download it to my computer.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. I don't know why I thought. Wait, yeah, I didn't think about that. I thought maybe you'd just rip the songs from like YouTube or something because I know you've done that before, like downloaded like the audio.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like I don't know why you act like that's illegal. It's not actually illegal. I mean, it's YouTube. I mean, people do it all the time. It's not like going on LimeWire or anything like that. I mean, just ripping songs from YouTube. I mean, people do it all the time. Yeah.
Just because people do it all the time does not mean it's legal.
No, well, I mean, but I know I know popular youth. Then I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just I've seen popular YouTubers who have like thousands of subscribers talk about this. Like, oh, you could just like it's like I'm surprised that no one's being arrested for anything. So I don't know. But yeah, it's just yeah, I don't know. Like, not to mention, some people believe that Taylor put like Easter eggs in her lyric videos. So I was wondering, like, I haven't really noticed any like, or except for her Hi Steven lyric video, the lyric video for Hi Steven. I don't know if you looked, but some of the lyrics. Some of the letters seem out of place or something. Like Taylor is trying to send a secret message to her fans, and some fans have been
trying. If there's one there, the fans will figure it out.
Yeah, so some fans are trying to figure that out as well. Hi, Landon.
Hey,
London.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure the fans will figure it out and everything. But yeah, I was gonna say that there's theories going around of like they think that Taylor's gonna release Speak Now next. But the thing is, I still think it's gonna be 1989 because she's teased Wildest Dreams like in that that movie trailer. So you
We
Taylor
can't
fans and
help
your
it.
you
We
Taylor fans
can't
and your
help it.
Easter eggs, lol.
So, Landon, how was your day?
pretty good. How about you?
Good. I got injured.
Oh no,
Yeah.
what happened?
Ouch.
Oh, ouch.
I cut my finger.
Oh.
That finger.
You did that. You did that. Just I knew where.
Oh yeah.
Because you said that basically that gives you an excuse to flip people off.
Yeah. I was just showing him that I hurt my finger. That's all I was doing.
Oh yeah. I love how sarcastic you are. Too. Like that's crazy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't. And I love how Rob was like just laughing at us. You Taylor fans and your Easter eggs. But yeah, so I guess it sucks that you weren't able to go to Rapids today, but you still ended up injuring yourself, Trish.
I know, right?
Yeah, I still can't believe you.
Honestly, the last few times I've gone up there, I've not hurt myself, but I've hurt myself 3 times at home. Okay, technically once was at the grocery store.
How did you hurt yourself at the grocery?
Oh, if it can be done, I can, you know.
Yeah.
I went and I got the buggy, and you shopped. You know what a buggy looks like.
Yeah.
There's a little piece there that if you have a child, you can set them in it,
Yeah.
Or if you don't need that part, you can just pull that piece and get that out of your way.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I pulled that piece and it was kind of jammed a little bit. So I pulled it a little bit harder. Unfortunately, my finger was in the way and I managed to smash my finger in it.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know why. For some reason, I had a feeling when you told me you got hurt at the grocery store. I had a feeling it was a buggy.
It was a buggy.
A buggy related incident.
Yes,
Because
yes, it was a buggy related. Yeah.
the reason
I broke my thumb yesterday putting my stuff in the dryer. Damn.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I said that is because I've gotten injured at the store before, and it was always a buggy related incident. It was never anything else.
It's always that, or you drop a can on your foot.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's actually one thing that irritates me about going to
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, ouch, yeah. They can't do that during the live stream, lol. But yeah, it's just the reason. Like one thing I don't like. I know this may be like a stupid pet peeve, but one of my pet peeves about like going to the grocery store is when you're trying to get a buggy and the buggies are like so jammed in together that you can't even pull them apart.
Yeah, it takes Hercules to pull them apart. It's like, what the hell?
You have no idea how sometimes I have to wait for someone else to like get a buggy free, like, and they give me like that, but like they have like someone else help me get a buggy, or I like fight for so long to get one buggy, but it's too jammed, so then I have to go to the next row and try to hope that one can pull apart.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's always been like a pet peeve. Like even my sister and I were like. People are like, it's like they try to childproof the buggies, but the thing is, when you childproof something, sometimes you accidentally adult-proof it.
Yes,
in the process. Yeah, adult-proof it in the process.
I looked out my window yesterday.
Yeah.
And you know how sometimes you have to do a double take because you can't believe that your eyes just saw what it actually saw. You're like, there's no way I just saw that. What?
That's happened to me.
Naked.
Naked?
There was a child butt ass naked outside.
Oh my God, that's happened. I've seen that on street, like neighborhoods I've lived in, like with my parents, like in an actual neighborhood, but I've also seen it in apartment complexes. I think that was one thing I was going to mention, like in the stream yesterday or the day before or something. I was going to mention about how it's like because about how parents like should be keeping their eye on their kids or keep like I don't know why they let their kids just go outside like butt ass naked, especially
Okay,
with
so in defense of the mother in this situation,
yeah.
she has like 4 kids and a fifth one on the way. She had gone down her hallway. She had stepped down her hallway to go pee, came back out. 2 of her kids had got out the front door.
Oh, okay.
In the time it took her to go pee and come back,
Yeah.
They figured out how to flip the lock and get out.
Wow.
So, you know, we look out the window, naked little white baby running across the parking lot.
Yeah. I don't think I ever I mean, I don't. At least as far as my memory, like or what I've been told, I don't think I was naked. But I don't know. My mom always had a story about a time when I was like 3 years old when I literally somehow managed to open the front door and just walk outside, go wandering, and it was actually a maintenance man who caught me and actually brought me back. It's like I believe this belongs to you, and then
Yeah.
my mom was
Special
like.
delivery.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, my mom would always tell me that story about when I was like 3 or 4 years old, and I just walked out of the apartment and just started walking, and a maintenance guy actually is the one who found me and brought me back. Like at least he automatically knew who I belonged to, I guess. But still, that's I don't know. It's just a crazy story my mom used to tell me. I was like, well, even I've kind of done that. Even I'm kind of guilty of that, even though I don't really remember it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes it's unavoidable.
Yeah,
Just like that. That was the same kids that got out the other day.
yeah.
Uh, but it's because the dad was there and he was sound asleep and the mom was at work. So he wasn't watching the kids like he was supposed to.
Yeah.
This time, in her defense, she was actually watching her kids, but went down the hall to pee and they slipped out that quick. Okay, that quick.
Yeah, did you touch yourself? Just
Yes, my finger, the one that's cut, I snapped it.
ow.
But you know, she was doing what she was supposed to be doing. She was actually keeping an eye on her kids. She just had to go pee, and they were like, "Now!" And they got away.
Yes.
She probably had to pee because the one she's about to have is laying on her bladder. Oh, they were in cahoots. They chain lock.
Yeah.
They can't reach the chain lock. I told her. A couple of us neighbors told her, get a chain lock and put it on top of the door.
Yeah. But.
Okay.
But yeah, like I know some parents may have like I don't know good enough reasons like why like this or that happened or anything. But I mean, there's still a lot of careless parents out there that I've just seen like why are you just letting your kids just want because I've my mom has actually seen or had actually caught some kid like lived next door or something start running out to the street and literally
Yeah.
had to catch the kid and bring it back up and the parents weren't even outside, they were inside having a conversation with other relatives or something like
Yeah.
did you not notice your kid was outside?
It depends on the age of the child, but when they're that little,
Yeah.
like upstairs, you got to keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
And like I said, in her defense, she just went to the bathroom and come back, and they had got away.
Yeah.
But the dad will just fall sound asleep, and you can't wake him up. If you're going to do that, get a chain lock and put it on the damn door so that because you know already that they can reach the lock to flip it and get out. Okay, when my son got that age, when he got to where he could flip that lock and get out, we bought a chain lock and put it up on the top part of the door. Tell you how sneaky the little feller was. He figured out he had this little golf club, little plastic golf club. He figured out, oh yeah, didn't take him very long either. He figured out if I hit that just the right way, that chain will come loose and I can still get out.
And you're thinking, you little demon, shaking that.
Damn it, give me that golf club.
Yeah. the reason why is because I don't know, like between me and my sisters, we've all done, I guess, shit that our mom would probably be like, we were always too smart for our own good or something. Like it's like we always realize, oh, if we use our brains, we can actually, or like if we put our head to it, we can always figure out a solution to
Oh yeah.
life's problems, even as a little kid, which
Mm-hmm.
basically my sisters and I have always done. We always managed to figure out ways, like, because not to mention, I kind of grew up with a saying, when there's a will, there's a way.
Oh
So,
yeah.
so that just shows you, like,
I'm telling you, it didn't take him very long at all to figure out how to get out of his apartment. First he figured
yeah,
out he could get the lock, then we put the chain up. Then he figured out he could use his golf club to knock the
yeah,
chain loose.
yeah.
Then when we took the golf club, I'll be a son of a bitch if he didn't figure out there was a table just close enough to that door that he could climb up on the table and reach over and unlock it. Damn it!
Damn, this just makes Rabbit seem like I don't know. I just feel like I can relate to your son even more. Like,
He wasn't mean. He just wanted to go out and play, and he
yeah,
didn't want me to get. He didn't want to wait for me to get up. And I'm like,
yeah. Yeah.
damn.
Well, that's the thing with me. I wasn't mean or anything. I just wanted to. I don't know. I always just wanted to have fun or something. Like, I was like, I want to go out and play with my friends or something. So
Well, now you're a full grown man. I don't have to worry about it.
why are you still trying to be
No,
like?
I'm looking in now.
Yeah. I need to make sure you're safe.
He just walked up to the door and went, "Yeah, now I can just do this." You know, he's as tall as where the chain lock on the door is.
That's funny. But yeah, but yeah, it's just I don't know. Even I've actually heard people say this, but I feel like kids are getting smarter or something. But I feel like kids have always been somewhat smart in some capacity. Like, even stories about Rabbit, like how he
Mm-hmm.
was when he was younger, and that was from like a completely different generation than, I guess you could say, today's kids are
Yeah.
like living, because
Oh yeah.
because
Well,
because
here's the thing though, when they're little like that, they
yeah.
seem like they're smarter than we ever were. But like gradually, the older they get, the closer they get to their teens, the dumber they get. You know why?
That's actually true.
This is why.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. My sister is a prime example of that, which is actually what I was getting ready to talk about. It's ironic that you actually said that, Trish,
Mm-hmm.
because my sister and I were actually we went out to eat or something like a couple weeks ago, and I remember we were at a restaurant, and there was literally a family there, and they had a little girl with them. The girl may have been, we assume it was like their daughter or something, and she only seemed like she was like 6 or 7 years old, and she had a cell phone,
Mm-hmm.
like a smartphone, and
Mm-hmm.
just playing games on it or something, and Amy and I were just like looking like, even Amy said to me, "Why does a little kid need a cell phone?" Like, I was like. Like, we were just like looking at each other like, oh my god! Like, I think even Amy said something like, "I don't want to live on this planet anymore," or
Mm-hmm.
something like.
Well, over here,
Yeah,
her family,
yeah.
every kid in that family has a cell phone. The youngest one is 4,
Wow.
and he's had one at least since he was 3. I've known him that long.
Does he know how to use it?
He plays games on it and watches YouTube on it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and when his goes dead because he's little and doesn't understand about plugging it up to let it charge, the parents and or grandmother just hand their cell phone over to the kid. Oh my God, I'm not going to go down that road. I'm just going to get all pissed off all over again because it's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's like when I send her a message over here and she don't
Yeah.
get it. And I'll be like, why didn't you answer me? And she'll go, I didn't know you messaged me. It's because Lacey has her phone.
So even you have a bone to pick with Jen.
Yeah, it doesn't happen as often as it used to now because
Yeah.
now the kid has a tablet, which is probably her second or third one already. She's 11, remember that. And she has 2 cell phones, which probably is the 7th and 8th or 8th and 9th phones that she's had since they've lived here in the last 5 years. Because they've either gotten lost, stolen, or broken. Because she's a kid and doesn't take care of shit.
Well, damn. Well, haven't you known? I mean, haven't you known Lacey since she was like 8 or 9 or something?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, she's like 11 now. Like, so that shows you like, and you basically witnessed this firsthand. How many phones like
Yeah.
this little girl is going through? Like,
Oh, yeah. And I keep saying that's why you don't give a cell phone to a child.
yeah. I was wondering because I know that you've actually had, like, I don't know if you'd call it this, but I feel like you've had spats with Jen in the past. I'm
Oh,
wondering,
we've had totally
yeah,
yeah.
okay, yeah. I was wondering, was any of them had to do with that? Like, did you actually lecture Jen on how she should raise her own daughter?
Yeah, I did actually.
Okay.
Because we have like screamed at each other, and I told her that her kid was a spoiled, snot-nosed little brat.
Oh, you actually use those
I
words too?
use those words, yes.
Ooh.
Oh
I
my
guess I'm
god.
really lucky in that moment that she didn't slap me,
Yeah.
but the
Because
the kid had done something
yeah.
that had to do with me.
Yeah.
So that was the reason I flew as mad as I did. And I just told her what I thought.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was like, you sometimes you need to be careful talking to about how you talk to your like parent, like about their own kid, because some parents will be like, "Oh, not my daughter. My daughter's a perfect little angel."
Yeah, shit, because of that.
The reason why I say this is because I've actually, believe it or not, growing up, me and my mom and even my sisters have actually met parents that are like that act like that are like basically try to make it sound like their kid is a perfect little angel or something.
Well, I didn't know you knew Jennifer.
Yeah.
She calls her that. She will call her angel or my angel, and I'm like, oh, she's so not an angel. Jennifer just looks at me. I'm like, she's
She's
not.
a demon from hell.
She's a demon from hell.
She's meaner than shit because she's spoiled shitless.
Oh,
They're
and
all
look who
angels.
decided
No,
to show
they're
up.
not.
Yeah,
No,
they're
Raymond,
all,
they are not.
as I like who decided to show up. First thing he says is they're all angels.
No, they're spoiled little shits because parents don't make them mind this day and time.
Oh, I was gonna say, what does Raymond actually side with Jen on this one, and not even with his own cousin?
It just pisses me off.
That's why everybody loves Raymond.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody loves Ramon. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of ironic though because I remember like earlier Oren when you started streaming originally, Trish. Like the times that I saw like I guess Lacey on screen with you or something, like in the background, or even when she would come up to the camera, like and say if you like. I always thought Lacey seemed like she was kind of. I don't know. I don't know. She seemed like a normal kid, so I had no idea that she could literally be like this little demon from hell or something.
Oh, yeah. She knows just how to get her way.
Yeah.
Lacey.
Yeah. So that's one reason why when you tell me these stories now, I was like that kid that we've sometimes seen like in like Trisha's like videos or with live streams is really not who she presents herself to be on screen. Like
Well,
behind
she comes
closed
across
doors.
to other people like she's
Yeah.
sweet and innocent, but she's really
Yeah.
a spoiled, snot-nosed little brat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's all kids though. I feel like a lot of kids are like that. They like when they're around other people or something, or because you only get a glimpse of them. Because it's like you have to like live with them or be around them 24/7 or something. When
Then
you
you see
start,
the true colors.
yeah, then you start to see the true colors. See this thing because when Lacey would come on screen or something, we'd only get like maybe like 2 minutes of her, and then she'd be gone. so, so,
Maybe
so
2
yeah,
minutes is enough, huh?
Oh yeah.
yeah, 2 minutes is enough. Wait, maybe that's it. Maybe that's why Trish is like, okay, you've had your 2 minutes of fame. Now
2
get out
minutes
of
of
here,
fame.
you spoiled little brat.
Well, I mean, she can be a good kid, which I guess
Yeah.
most of them can. But damn, when she wants something and she don't get it, oh my God. See,
Oh,
she's figured out a long, long, long time ago
yeah.
that if she whines and cries and pouts and continually asks for long enough,
Yeah.
somebody's going to give in and give her what she wants just to get her to shut the hell up.
She's like those kids from Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh my
it's a
God.
prime example. Yes.
Those kids from Willy Wonka. That's awesome. That's awesome. A good reference.
Sorry, but I
see
just
Willy
woke up.
Wonka.
That's okay.
Oh yeah. Raymond was sleeping. Happy about it. See, even Raymond sleeps through streams sometimes too.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's just I don't know why. Like it shouldn't shock me as much as it does. But I don't know, just the way, like like just the story she would tell about Lacey. I was like, damn. Like I guess I just never really knew her. I never really got to know Lacey then. If she's like like that, like how you describe her, was like I was like maybe it's a good thing I don't really know her.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Even Country Fan said hi, Ray Ray.
Ray.
Tired is tired. That is true.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, aren't you tired of being tired, Raymond? Happy about it. Yeah, or sick and tired of being sick and
Sick and
tired.
tired of being sick and tired.
Yeah.
All right, well, guys, I gotta go. I got some stuff I need to take care of.
Oh, okay. But yeah, this has been fun. In fact, I need to get something to eat anyway. It's just
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, Alvin, thank you for letting me on screen with you.
Yeah, and I guess I'm glad. Yeah, and I'm glad that we got to at least talk a little bit about Taylor's like Fearless album, like where Taylor's
God,
version.
yes, I can't stop listening to it. It's that good. Oh my God, I
Like,
love it.
oh yeah, because I know I haven't really messaged you on Skype to really get your opinion on it, but I figured since we've done the album review in the past, like of the original version of this album, that I was like, well, there's no way Trish is just not going to like this album.
Oh, I freaking love it. Freaking love it.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
Well, Alvin, I'm going to go. Landon, always a pleasure, cutie.
Pleasure to see you too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to see Trishy Wishy. Wow.
Well, thank you. But guys, I will see you tomorrow night. Barring catastrophe, I will see you tomorrow night at the same ish time.
Yeah.
Over on my regular channel.
So you're going to Rabbits tomorrow, hopefully?
Actually, I don't know yet.
Oh, the weather's that crazy right now?
No, and not because of the weather, because we've got so many things happening at the same time. I don't know which one of us needs to be where.
Oh, okay. So you're
wait, what is tomorrow? The 12th?
Yeah.
I have to be at Rabbits.
Oh, okay. So I guess that's all that. So you have to be at
that's
Rabbits.
all that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Rabbit will have to stay here, and I will have to be up there. So
Damn the devil.
one of us has to be here, and one of us has to be there tomorrow. We need one of us at each place.
Okay, so I guess that makes sense. So yeah, I guess well, because I remember you said your schedule's gonna be kind of hectic, so I guess it's gonna be like the same ish time. It's just you may be late or you may be on time.
Well, I said same ish time because I don't know what and all I'm going to get accomplished, if anything at all. I don't know. Oh my God, tomorrow is just going to be hectic. Plus, I've got a dentist appointment tomorrow.
Well, damn. But yeah, let's hope you don't.
Do, Trish.
Yeah. But
Oh,
yeah.
by the way, that's just for X-rays. They're not going to pull teeth or anything. So
So okay, so no more amputations.
yeah, no more amputations for right now. We're good. They just need new X-rays because they pulled so many damn teeth.
Yeah,
But guys, I will see you all tomorrow over on my
Yeah.
regular channel at the same ish time. If I'm late, just wait. I mean, if you want to. But guys, that is going to do it for me for now. Remember, Taylor frickin' rocks.
Yeah, baby.
And so does her new old Fearless album, Taylor's version. But this is Aspet's Queen, co-leader of the posse, and Beth sister. Stay horny, my friends. And I am tripping out.
Yeah, baby. But yeah, that was awesome. So yeah, Landon, do you got any like like a sign off or anything?
Not really. I guess
Okay.
I don't know. Everybody have a good night. Stay safe, and Taylor sucks, man.
Well, damn the devil. But yeah, I love how Country Friends said both Taylor sucks and rocks, man. He's just like taking both sides. Oh wait. Hey Trish, did you get a text from Ree? But she's re-recording, can't even get the blues no more. Which leads me to believe that nothing reassures coming. Well, I mean, you could always, because I don't know, Trish had left and everything, so I don't know if she's still here. But Robert, you could always message her and let her know. So, um, but yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed my stream tonight. Lasted longer than I thought I was going to. I literally going into tonight like live stream. I literally thought I was only going to be able to last like an hour, only because it's been kind of one of those days, and I didn't really have like much to talk about. I didn't know who was going to show up, so yeah. But yeah, it's been two and a half hours, so thank you for coming, whoever showed up tonight. Thank you to Wild Bill for being on screen with me for a while. And also thank you to Trish for being on screen with me for a while tonight. And thank you to Landon for being on screen for the little bit of time that you were. And that's pretty much it. It's going to do it for me for now. It's been your favorite Chipmunk Boy Alvin here. And as Trish said, Taylor freaking rocks, man. And so does her new old album, Fearless, Taylor's Version. Can't wait for the next Taylor's Version album to be released. Hopefully, sometime later this year. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me for now. I am monking out, players, avenators, and tripsters, and darklings alike. Oh, and to Elsa, who wasn't here tonight, just know we missed you tonight, Frozen Girl. Hello, nurse. So, peace out, everybody. Good night.